Today we have with us an eminent and renowned pediatric dental surgeon. She is a revered parent of our Balwadi, and she has been gracious enough to give us time to organize the dental camp in our school. Welcome, Dr. Priyanka.
Thank you everyone. Good morning to one and all. Yes.
I'm sure all the parents have a lot of queries regarding dental care of our children. So Dr. Priyanka will help us resolve those concerns.
Absolutely.
Dr. Priyanka, when our children face any teeth-related issues, what comes to our mind is taking them to a dentist. But I have heard a specialization with your name, and that is pediatric dental surgeon. Can you please explain what does it mean?
Absolutely. Well, hello everyone. Ma'am has really asked a very interesting question. Now, when any of our child, any of our budding stars have any problem in the dentition, then in that case, shall we take him or her to a dentist or a pediatric dental surgeon? I would like to say here that whenever we take child to any dental healthcare center or a system, there needs to be 3 C that has to be looked upon. Number 1 is the comfort. आज parents कितने comfortable हैं उस dentist से. Number 2 is connect. Is the child able to connect well with the dentist? And number 3 is basically the clientele of that dentist. कि क्या वो dentist child patients cater कर रहे हैं या नहीं. Now, why do I say that? Child dentistry is slightly different from adult dentistry, and the most important reason for this is the age group that we are catering. हम सब जानते हैं when it comes to dentistry, when it comes to any dental checkup, हम लोग बहुत apprehensive हो जाते हैं, anxious हो जाते हैं, क्या होगा, कैसे होगा, because perhaps this is the only region in the mouth जहाँ पे कोई भी ट्रीटमेंट होता है we cannot see, and some things that we cannot see, if something is getting done, even adults get apprehensive and anxious. तो ये तो budding energies हैं बच्चे. So in pediatric dentistry we play a major role, or we give major importance to building a rapport of the child with the dentist, right? So when it comes to behavior modification techniques, when it comes to behavior management techniques, these things play a primary role dealing with the children. Now, today we have an era of super specialization. हर चीज़ का specialization है. So in dentistry also we are lucky enough to have pediatric dental wing as pediatric dental surgery. So when we talk about pediatric dental surgery, the difference that it makes is that when it comes to a lot of behavior modification techniques, when it comes to behavior shaping techniques, when it comes to a lot of preventive measures, when it comes to अगर cavity हो गई है या होने वाली है तो interceptive measures, we are being taught in that way. So it basically depends on what category a dentist is undertaking. What category of patients? Is it just the adult, or it is adult and children? Both.
Rightly so. So what we understand of the situation is that if the dentist is catering to the younger lot, we can take our children to him. Otherwise, we have to sought specialization from a pediatric dental surgeon. Coming to the next question, Dr. Priyanka. If we find a cavity, I think that is the second step. But the cavity has already started happening. The caries is there in the tooth and we don't realize it. So is there any way we could come to know that the caries is happening? Because we realize it later on that the cavity is there when there is pain. So is there any way to prevent it? Or what do we need to do when we see the cavity?
Well, ma'am, that is a very informative question, and through this platform, I really need to send across a message that whenever there is pain, whenever there is discomfort, the parents, the caregivers take the child or seek help basically from a dental fraternity. But ideally, what should be the case, or what has actually started to happen, but it is on a very low level, it has to rise up, is periodic dental checkup, a periodic routine dental visit, which is very important. Ideally, the first dental visit should begin when the first tooth erupts in the oral cavity. Because what happens, a cavity is not a cavity in the start. It's just like when a baby is developing, it's a cell, right, in the mother's womb, and then it grows into a baby. In the similar way, when we talk about a cavity, it starts as a minor white spot, which is absolutely reversible. Yes, it is reversible if proper steps and measures are incorporated. But how will we get to know it? We will get to know it if we routinely, maybe 3-monthly, 6-monthly visit a dentist. There is a routine checkup in a proper illumination with the instrumentation, and where we get to know, okay, this thing has started to develop. So maybe using some preventive measures, we can stop the problem, we can revert it. Or if at all there is a cavity, we can go for any kind of an interception. Having pain is the last stage where actually the infection has ingressed pretty deep in the tooth. So I believe the best answer to your question is periodic dental visits. Periodic must routine checkups.
So as what Dr. Priyanka said, when the first tooth erupts, we have to visit the doctor, and if we have pain is this last stage, so we have to go for periodic dental checkups. That's lovely to know, Dr. Priyanka.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Priyanka, at times we see discoloration of the teeth. Yeah. The teeth become black, and there are a lot of myths related to it. Some say it is because of having a lot of syrups. Some say that it is because a lot of breastfeeding has been done. Is it true? And can we prevent it?
Absolutely. So black discoloration or black teeth are a very common scenario we see in kids, and there are a lot of reasons. In fact, I should say myriad of reasons attributed to it. सबसे पहला और सबसे common होते हैं cavities. If we have lot of cavities, and that too rampant caries that we call in the pediatric dental terminology happens, then that leads to a marked blackish discoloration of teeth. Rampant caries is a very radical form of dental caries or cavities that happen in children. And the most common cause for that is the bottle feeding thing.
Okay.
So when we have bottle feeders have a nighttime regime also.
True.
So there the bottle is kept the entire night, or probably if the bottle feeding is done and the child goes off to sleep, then the milk remains in the mouth. Very rarely we go for a rinsing thing or a cleaning thing.
Yes.
So the prolonged contact of milk over a long period of time leads to caries, a radical rampant form. That's what we call rampant caries. And with times it leads to discoloration, and that can be brownish or blackish.
So are there any treatments for it?
Yes, there are a lot of treatments for it, but the first important treatment is to actually check the root of it.
Right.
That is stopping the bottle feeding, and if at all the bottle feeding is there, and that's mandatory if it is less than a year age, for example, then rinsing the mouth, or probably taking a gauze piece, dipping it in water, and at least going through a cleanup when the child is asleep.
Right.
So that can be done. Right. So first important reason is this, what you said, prolonged breastfeeding or prolonged bottle feeding from the required time interval schedule. Okay. The second important thing is that if a child during his or her childhood has undergone any kind of long medical history, जैसे कि कोई लॉन्ग वायरल फीवर की हिस्ट्री है या एनी काइंड ऑफ बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन या अ लॉन्ग टर्म हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन. So he or she is attributed to a lot of syrups. Now, metallic salts in syrups are also one of the reasons for blackish discoloration. Now, when we talk about metallic salts, then in that case we cannot overlook syrups, na? Because बच्चों में the form of medication, the physical form is only syrups. They can't take tabs or tablets like that. So what to do? So whenever we take syrups or whenever we give syrups actually to child, that's the right way to say, तो हमेशा swishing, rinsing is very important. In infants, in neonates less than a year of age, that is not possible, and that is on a prolonged basis that happens. So that over the period of time again leads to blackish discoloration or cavitation. Then there are a lot of environmental factors, there are a lot of genetic factors that also do a lot of role play to have this kind of discoloration come into effect. So whenever you see any kind of discoloration even for the first time, then it is again advised to visit the dental health setup, a pediatric dental surgeon, so that necessary measures can be taken.
Rightly so. So a periodic dental checkup is what we understand is very necessary, and then again rinsing your mouth every time after consuming anything like a syrup or milk, that is important.
Absolutely.
Dr. Priyanka, some children develop a habit of thumb sucking and parents get really anxious about it, whether it's going to go on for their lifetime or they will be able to get out of it. Are there any weaning techniques to it? Can we wean our children out of it?
Yes. So thumb sucking, digit sucking, lip sucking, nail biting, there are a lot of these habits that we see commonly in children. First and foremost, I would like to say that till the child turns 3 years of age, they are normal. They are a part of normal psychological development of the child. The problem lies when it persists beyond a desired age limit, that is 3 years plus. Then we need an intervention. Now again, when we talk about thumb sucking, there are a lot of ways to approach it. There are a lot of pharmacological and non-pharmacological ways to approach it, and yes, it is reversible. That is what pediatric dentistry is about. Because these habits are self-limiting. ये अपने आप correct होती हैं usually, but most of the times नहीं होती हैं. So we have a lot of devices जिन्हें हम habit breaking devices के नाम से जानते हैं. उन habit breaking devices के use से we can get rid of the habit. There are a lot of chemical medicaments जिनके application से भी हम thumb sucking, lip sucking, nail biting से बच्चे को free कर सकते हैं. So yes,
Okay.
that is possible.
So it's not only thumb sucking, it's nail biting and not many other things. A lot of habits, and those are reversible.
Yes, absolutely they are.
Dr. Priyanka, sometimes while playing or falling, a tooth breaks or it comes out. So due to that injury, the child is in pain and the parents don't understand what has to be the procedure. So can you guide us through?
Absolutely. Well, एक तो ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, and this question's answer focus is mainly for the school, mainly for everybody in the school, or if at home, not only just for the parents but for the people around, like the staff and everything.
True.
So if I talk about school, be it the group of teachers, be it the assistant staff, be it the peons, be it the gardener, be it the watchman, be it the guards, if any time this thing happens in the playgrounds or something like that, they all should be taught that the first and foremost thing is to caress and to soothe the child.
True.
Instead of being anxious. Usually we have a medical room in the schools. So before taking the child to the medical room, the child should be soothed in the field itself. given some water. When it is done, the child is taken to the room. Once the child is calm, once the child has inner composure, the next step comes is looking for the tooth. Now whenever we talk about कि खेलते समय दांत बाहर आ गए, it is mainly because of various sports. Topping the chart is football and basketball.
Okay.
So जहाँ तक possible है, if we have mouth guards for such kind of sports, then it's amazing. कई बार mouth guards के साथ भी या बिना mouth guards के, this thing happens that the tooth comes out absolutely deroots from the oral cavity. तो जब बच्चा शांत हो गया है, कंपोजर में आ गया है, मेडिकल रूम में है, then we should send somebody to look for the tooth.
Okay.
We have found the tooth.
Right.
Now we can just clean it gently and then we should dip the tooth in either milk or saline or water. So if I talk about the three important things that a medical room in any school should have, the first and foremost is milk. अगर milk नहीं है तो saline, अगर saline नहीं है तो पानी. इसमें हमें उस दांत को dip करके रखना है.
Okay.
Now the real thing comes. That is the concept of golden hour. Once we have found the tooth, once we have soothed the child, the next important step is informing the parents and then sending the child as early as possible within that golden period to a pediatric dental surgeon. अब मैं ये बार बार golden period जो बोल रही हूँ, what is it? Golden period is that 1 hour
Okay.
that starts from the time the tooth comes out of the oral. That 1 hour is very important because अगर इस 1 घंटे में हम डेंटिस्ट के पास, पीडियाट्रिक डेंटल सर्जन के पास पहुंच जाएंगे with a tooth, then there are chances that we can re-implant the tooth, and once the tooth is re-implanted, again there are chances that the prognosis is better.
Okay.
और अगर ये टाइम जैसे जैसे जाता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा, वैसे उस दांत का प्रोग्नोसिस, उस दांत का आउटकम इन फ्यूचर कॉम्प्रोमाइज होता जाएगा. So this is something which is very important.
So we have a golden hour in our hand and we need to save that tooth and then take it to the doctor.
Or I can say that's the control label or the control variable that we can control. If not the injury,
Right.
then we can control the golden period.
True.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Dr. Priyanka, do children need to floss their teeth? And if yes, then what age should they start off?
Okay. Now, when we talk about child dentition, बच्चों के दांतों की एक बड़ी अच्छी खासियत होती है कि दांतों में स्पेसिंग बड़ी अच्छी होती है. They have a wonderful spacing. तो floss is not mandatory. Floss is optional. Because brushes ही बहुत अच्छे से काम कर देते हैं. If done nicely, if done properly, not only the frequency but the duration. Because they have physiologically spacing present, and that is good, let me tell you.
Okay.
Spacing in teeth in primary dentition is natural, normal and good. Okay. But if at all we need, or if at all अगर हमें है कि नहीं floss तो हम कराएंगे. So these days we have a very nice concept of water flossers.
Okay.
So water flossers are basically devices जिसमें से water jet निकलता है. And these water jets, they are very good and wonderful flossers because they remove the tooth, I'm so sorry, they remove the food that has been sticking to the teeth interdentally or maybe on the facial surface, and it's a natural phenomena of the swishing and the rinsing action.
Okay.
So water flossers, yes, and that can be done as and when the child shows interest. So I think the best age is the toddler age group where we can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's lovely to know. Can you please suggest a regime which our parents can follow
Yeah.
for better dental health of our children? Better dental health of our children.
Absolutely. So when we talk about dental regime, we can divide it into two. What is parent controlled and what is a professional or a pediatric dental surgeon controlled. When we talk about parent controlled, again we have the 5 उंगलियां मिलके एक मुट्ठी बनाती हैं, द पावर ऑफ 5. And that is number 1, the brushing regime, which has to be followed. Number 2 is a healthy diet that encompasses various nutrients and minerals, especially when we talk about a fiber-rich diet. जैसे हम कहते हैं एप्पल जो होता है, एप्पल इज़ अ फाइब्रस फ्रूट एंड इट इज़ लाइक अ नेचुरल टूथब्रश, बिकॉज जितना बच्चा च्यू करता है, नॉट ओनली द जूसेस बट ऑल्सो द फाइबर्स नेचुरली क्लीन, राइट. So fruits, broccoli होती है. Broccoli is considered to be that if a child or even an adult takes a broccoli, steamed broccoli or a raw broccoli, then they are dental polishers.
Oh.
They can polish the teeth naturally. So we have every healthy ingredient is a superfood in itself. So a diet is very important. Number 3 I talk about is a rinsing regime that should be a must. हमेशा जैसे हमारे बड़े लोग करते थे, हम कई बार देखते थे, आफ्टर एवरीथिंग दे यूज्ड टू रिंस, दे यूज्ड टू गो फॉर अ स्विशिंग थिंग. नंबर 4 इज वाटर. वाटर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वाटर नॉट ओनली कीप्स द प्लेज अ पार्ट इन रिंसिंग या स्विशिंग, बट उसके अलावा जब मैं बात करूँ कीपिंग द टूथ, कीपिंग द ओरल कैविटी, द टंग हाइड्रेटेड, वाटर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड नंबर 5 इज पीरियोडिक डेंटल चेकअप्स, जिससे कि हम जो कहते हैं प्रिवेंटिव रेजीम्स हैं. बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट चाइल्ड. वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रिवेंटिव थिंग्स. प्रिवेंटिव थिंग्स में फ्लोराइड एप्लीकेशंस होते हैं, जिससे अगर किसी के कैविटी की प्रोननेस है तो वो हम काफ़ी हद तक रोक सकते हैं. वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरसेप्टिव मोडालिटीज़. ओरल हैबिट्स हैं. अभी कुछ टाइम पहले आपने मुझसे थम सकिंग पूछा था ना. थम सकिंग इज जस्ट नॉट अ थिंग कि इट्स अ हैबिट जिससे बच्चा हमारा दिखने में अटपटा लगे. थम सकिंग लीड्स टू फेशियल चेंजेस. थम सकिंग लीड्स टू इरेग्युलरली प्लेस्ड टीथ ऑल्सो. सो that can be intercepted at a right age, then it is a boon. So yes, we have regimes. When we talk about regimes at the level of caregivers, where everything should become consistent, and कोई भी हैबिट तभी सक्सेसफुल रहती है जब उसकी कंसिस्टेंसी रहती है. So consistency is the key. And 5 का दम really works.
Power of 5. So that we have to keep in our mind. And see, a proper diet is very necessary.
Absolutely.
So the doctor herself has said an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but that does not mean that we do not visit our dentist. We have to go for periodic checkups.
Absolutely.
Dr. Priyanka, there are a lot of myths
Yes.
revolving around dental care.
Absolutely. I guess perhaps the only fraternity which has a lot of myths.
So let us address them.
Absolutely. All yours.
It is said that brushing twice works perfectly. Is it a myth or a reality?
All right. So I would answer this question in a little different way. बच्चे बड़े टीवी देखते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
आप देखते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
मैं देखती हूँ, बच्चे देखते हैं, सब देखते हैं, मोबाइल भी देखते हैं. पर चश्मा जो है वो सबके नहीं होता है,
True.
राइट. ओनली अ फ्यू चिल्ड्रन हैव इट, ओनली अ फ्यू अडल्ट्स हैव इट.
Right.
दैट मीन्स कुछ तो है जो डिफरेंट है.
Mm-hmm.
नॉट बाय कि वो इतने घंटे देख रहा है या वो इतना कम. कई बार ऐसे होते हैं जिनमें इतना स्क्रीन टाइम भी नहीं है लेकिन चश्मा है.
Mm-hmm.
सो द रोल ऑफ जेनेटिक्स इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. जैसे कि वो बाकी बॉडी सिस्टम्स पे अप्लाई करता है, वो दांतों पे भी अप्लाई करता है. वो ऐसे कि कई बच्चे होते हैं जिनको प्रोननेस है कैविटीज़ की, जिसको हम डेंटल केरीज कहते हैं हमारी भाषा में. और डेंटल केरीज की प्रोननेस के हिसाब से वो बच्चा 2 बार ब्रश भी कर रहा है फिर भी उसके कैविटीज हो जाते हैं. सो आई से इट इज़ पार्टली ट्रू कि वी शुड ब्रश आवर टीथ, और आई शुड से इट इज़ इनकम्प्लीट दैट वी शुड ब्रश आवर टीथ ट्वाइस अ डे. इट डिपेंड्स अगेन फ्रॉम चाइल्ड टू चाइल्ड. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द प्रोननेस.
Right.
कुछ बच्चों को हम ये एडवाइस करते हैं, लुकिंग टू देयर सलाइवरी स्टेटस, लुकिंग टू देयर ओरल स्टेटस, देयर फैमिली हिस्ट्री. जैसे कुछ पेरेंट्स होते हैं, जेनेटिक भी होता है मैम, कि पेरेंट्स आर वेरी प्रोन, बहुत कैविटीज़ रही हैं, तो एक टेंडेंसी हो सकती है कि बच्चे में भी शायद हो। तो बचे कैसे, घर पे कैसे बचे? चलिए, वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोफेशनल मेजर्स। ब्रशिंग बढ़ा के, सो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि यू कैन ब्रश 3 times ऑल्सो, यू कैन ब्रश 4 times ऑल्सो, डिपेंड्स आपकी मिड मील स्नैकिंग कैसी है।
ओके।
अगर बच्चा मिड मील स्नैकिंग में चिप्स एंड बिस्किट्स खा रहा है तो फिर उसको उसके बाद भले ही पानी से ही सही ब्रश करना चाहिए। सो इट कैन बी 3, 4, 5, डिपेंड्स अपॉन द फूड हैबिट्स एंड योर प्रोग्रेस।
So then again, rinsing and cleaning your mouth properly will help.
Yes, directly proportional to diet and habits.
Diet and habits.
Yes, yes.
Changing a toothbrush once in 6 months, is it enough for dental care?
Again, it's a wonderful question. Thank you so much. Changing of toothbrush, yes, it should be a routine. Once in 3 months or 6 months depends as to what is the force the child applies for brushing. कई बड़े feather touch से करते हैं, कई बिल्कुल स्कॉच ब्राइट मूड में करते हैं। सो दैट डिपेंड्स एक्चुअली कि आपका जो ब्रश का फाइबर स्टेटस है वो फ्रेल हो गया है क्या, वो ड्राई आउट हो रहा है क्या, कई बार हटने लग जाते हैं। सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द वाइबिलिटी, दैट इज़ वेरी सब्जेक्टिव।
Okay.
बट मेरा कंसर्न ज़्यादा ये है कि ब्रश इंस्टेड ऑफ वेटिंग फॉर 3 months और 6 months वी शुड इमिजिएटली चेंज जब बच्चा किसी वायरल या बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन से फ्री होके जुड़ता है।
Oh, a very important point.
जब भी कोई वायरल या बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन होता है, एंड सबसे कॉमन कॉज होता है मैम सलाइवा। हम देखते हैं बच्चे को एलर्जिक राइनाइटिस हुआ, खांसी हो रही है, हम क्यों कहते हैं बच्चे हाथ लगा, यू शुड यूज अ वो, इट्स अ कॉन्टेजियस थिंग, राइट? बिकॉज इट स्प्रेड्स बाय एरोजॉल्स, इट स्प्रेड्स बाय सलाइवा। सो सलाइवा इज इन माउथ and what is getting in contact with it? Our toothbrush, the kids toothbrush. So because of the surface area, या मैं यूँ कहूँ वो ब्रश की बनावट ऐसी है कि ब्रश में ब्रिसल्स हैं बहुत सारे, ब्रिसल्स के बीच में जगह है बहुत सारे, they act as harbor spots for these virus and bacteria. So it is a must, it is the need of the hour कि जब भी कोई बैक्टीरियल या वायरल इन्फेक्शन किसी बच्चे को है और वो ठीक हुआ है, the first and foremost thing is brush button.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to change the brush if our child has fallen ill.
Sick. Yes.
At times we see white spots on the teeth and it is said that it is due to some deficiency in the body.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Partly. White spots again are very, what should I say, a riddle for pediatric dental surgeons as well. So whenever we come across any white spots or something, the best thing is boojo to jane. So like you have myriad of reasons as to why white spots happen.
Okay.
One of the reasons is deficiency, ma'am. There are deficiency of various vital minerals जो during the tooth development दांत को provide नहीं की जाती है by any reasons. Again, it can be environmental reason, it can be nutritive reasons, it can be a premature birth, lot of reasons जिसकी वजह से white spots आते हैं, right? Number 1. Number 2, it is also a first step. It can be, again I'm saying it depends, just like no two children are same, so it depends that one of the reasons for white spot is the first step for cavitation. We call it incipient caries, and this is the stage if it has been properly checked and if it has come across the vision of a pediatric dental surgeon. We'll go for certain preventive measures like fluoride application is very common, and if God is kind, the blessings work and our fluorides work, we can revert it back to normal and we can prevent a cavity from developing. Yes, deficiencies, but incipient caries lesions also. So yes, it all depends as to what is the history behind it. It all depends up to the birth history. It depends up to it depends upon the diet history, and it depends upon the proneness as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a cavity tooth has fallen,
Yeah.
it is said the new tooth will be a healthy tooth.
Yeah.
Is it true?
If a cavity tooth has fallen, new tooth, a healthy tooth, maybe, maybe not. What if there is no tooth at all?
Right.
What if there is any kind of a structural anomaly? बड़ा कॉमन होता है कि कई बार दांत आता है बड़ा डिसफिगर्ड सा होता है, अलग सा दिखने में होता है. हमारी टर्मिनोलॉजी होती है टैलॉन्स कस्प करके. Now talons is an eagle's claw. So कई बार a tooth comes in the shape of an eagle claw. So that is genetic. कई बार है ही नहीं. और अगर हम बहुत नेगेटिव्स देख रहे हैं तो पॉजिटिव है कि दांत आता है. So that depends again on a lot of factors कि अगर कैविटी टूथ गिरा है, what is the extent of cavity, तो उससे हमारे नेचुरल टूथ के डेवलपमेंट पे जो फॉलिकल है जिसमें वो दांत ग्रो हो रहा है उस पर कोई असर तो नहीं है. कुछ एड्स हैं हमारे पास जिनसे हम ये पता कर लेते हैं, जैसे कि रेडियोग्राफ्स, जिससे हम एक उनका एक प्रोग्रेशन चार्ट देख सकते हैं. बिकॉज यू नो टूथ इरप्शन इज अ वेरी ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस. इट इज़ नॉट लाइक कि आपने देखा एंड विद इन अ मंथ द टूथ इज गोइंग टू कम. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स अगेन दैट इंटरप्ले टू हैव द फाइनल आउटकम टूथ इन द ओरल कैविटी. द पेस ऑफ इरप्शन डिफर्स, at times the level of development differs. So most of the cases, yes, if a cavity tooth has fallen, now again ma'am on this, cavity tooth has fallen at its destined time, or if the cavity tooth has fallen because it got infected, दो अलग चीज़ें हैं. अगर cavity tooth अपने समय से पहले गिर गया है या तो निकाला गया है by the dental expert, तो the eruption can be slightly delayed. And if it is fallen in the routine time, जो उसका रूटीन एक्सफोलिएशन टाइम था उसके आसपास ही वो एक्सफोलिएट हुआ है या गिर गया है जैसे हम कहते हैं, सो इन दैट केस वी नीड टू हैव अ गाइडेड चेकअप थ्रू रेडियोग्राफ्स कि व्हाट इज द स्टेटस ऑफ इरप्शन.
It is said that kids do not need to see a dentist before they have all the permanent teeth. Is it a myth or a reality?
Ma'am, it is a myth. Yes, it is absolutely a myth. हमारे ना देयर इज़ अ कॉन्सेप्ट कि दूध के दांत ही तो हैं. मतलब अगर इन्फेक्शन हो भी गया तो क्या है, परमानेंट अच्छे होने चाहिए. परमानेंट हैज़ टू बी गुड. बट 6 साल किसी बच्चे की लाइफ के ना बहुत क्रूशियल 6 years होता है. टीथ प्ले अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन साइकोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अ चाइल्ड. किसी बच्चे का कॉन्फिडेंस उसकी स्माइल में रहता है. वो कैसा दिख रहा है, कपड़े कैसे पहने, उसकी स्माइल कैसी है, राइट. एंड अगर वो स्माइल बाय कैविटीज़ या कुछ अफेक्टेड है तो बच्चे में वो कॉन्फिडेंस कहीं ना कहीं शेक हो जाता है. एंड चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग बिकॉज इट मोल्ड्स द चाइल्ड. दे आर लिटरली लाइक वो अगर एक कुम्हार का मैं कंपैरिजन लूँ तो हमारे बच्चे इन दिस एज ग्रुप, इन द टॉडलर एज ग्रुप, आर लाइक कच्ची मिट्टी. The way you mold them. So what molds them is the psychology.
Right.
And one of the most important factors is appearance. And teeth play a very important role in aesthetics. Number 1. Number 2, when it comes to nutritive status of the child. बच्चा खाएगा ही नहीं तो फिर बच्चा हेल्दी कैसे रहेगा. They say, कहावत है कि the body health और the body hygiene का अगर कोई मिरर है तो वो oral hygiene या oral status या oral health होता है. Oral hygiene is the mirror of general hygiene. So if that is taken care of, that means the child is getting proper nutrient supply. So milk teeth are very important. अब रहा सवाल कि मिल्क टीथ हैं, कैविटेट हो गए तो हम कोई दवाई दे देंगे या कोई सरसों का तेल लगा देंगे जिससे दर्द जो है वो कम हो जाएगा, या कैविटेशन है बच्चे को अननेसेसरी चेयर पे क्यों बिठाना. बट समवेयर डाउन द लाइन वी एक्चुअली मिस आउट ऑन सर्टन पार्ट्स which is because of lack of awareness, and the lack of awareness comes because of lack of visits to a pediatric dental surgeon or a pediatric dentist. कि these teeth, if they are healthy, then there are very bright chances कि जो permanent successors आएंगे वो टाइम पे तो आएंगे ही आएंगे, वो healthy और aligned भी आएंगे. The space is very important, जो कि cavities जब हो जाती हैं तो spaces जो हैं वो बहुत affect होती हैं. तो वो स्पेसिंग अगर हमारी डिस्टॉर्ट हुई या शिफ्ट हो जाती हैं, द टीथ हैव अ टेंडेंसी टू शिफ्ट. उसकी वजह से कई बार परमानेंट टीथ का जो सेटअप पैटर्न होता है, जो एक अलाइनमेंट होता है, वो डिसएंगेज कह लें या वो थोड़ा गड़बड़ा जाता है. नॉट ओनली दैट, कई बार अगर प्रीमेच्योरली दांत दर्द की वजह से हमें निकलवाना पड़ा, जो बचने की स्थिति में नहीं था या गिर गया, तो उसकी वजह से भी देयर कैन बी डिलेड इरप्शन। कई बार द टीथ कैन ब्लॉक एंड द परमानेंट टूथ जो है वो अंदर ही रह जाता है, आ ही नहीं पाता। तो ये चीज़ें पता कैसे चले?
राइट।
इसीलिए पीरियोडिक रेफरेंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। तभी कहते हैं जब पहला दांत आपको बच्चे में दिखने लग जाए, दैट इज द टाइम यू शुड स्टार्ट विद अनदर हैबिट, पीरियोडिक डेंटल विजिट्स।
Thank you, Dr. Priyanka,
Pleasure.
for the insights into dental care.
Wonderful. I had a lovely time actually demystifying the mystery of pediatric dentistry.
Now, after such an interesting session with Dr. Priyanka, I am sure our parents are not going to be afraid of going to the doctor. And also remember, let us not threaten our children by saying, I'll take you to the doctor. I thank you, Dr. Priyanka, for taking out time for us.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, first of all, for having me here. I must say this is Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Vidyashram's very, very hearty and a very important initiative to discuss about dental health, which is really good. And I would like to say one thing, that teeth are really important. Kids are our budding angels. So let us actually nurture them. Let us actually grow them holistically and focus on the beautiful set of dentition God has gifted them, the teeth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor.